Hello, welcome back. My name is Sophie and I'm a Canadian cash stuffer and zero-based budgeter, and today we are stuffing $950 into our sinking funds, cash envelopes, and savings challenges. I have this money from my paycheck, a contribution from my husband's paycheck, as well as some money that we've made recently from selling things on Facebook Marketplace, which we will be continuing to do for the next, I would say, couple of months. We are in the process of decluttering, getting rid of things that we no longer need, and we're also in the process of thinking about closing our small business, and so there are things from our small business that we will be selling as well. So that's great because it means more income for us, and it also means a tidier home, less clutter, and all of that. So let's get started today with our cash envelopes. These are the envelopes that I keep in my wallet. If you're new here, the only one that we unstuff from week to week is our grocery budget, or grocery money. And so we have $10, $15, $20, $25 left from our groceries this week, and I'm just going to put this aside and it will go into our challenges later on. And let's also stuff our groceries. So groceries this week is getting $200, and this is our typical grocery budget. We have managed to stick to $200 even with the inflation, just by honestly going with what is on sale, and also probably eating not as healthy as we should be, but it works for us currently. And yeah, I just realized that these binders, I think, are creating like a really big shadow, so I'm just gonna move those. Maybe I should, let me switch around this setup just a second. Okay, I think this is way better. My window is to the left, so it was creating like a really big shadow. I apologize for that. So groceries is good. My envelope is getting $25. We now have $20, $25, $30. This is like my personal spending, and I usually spend it on food and books. So if you're curious about what I tend to spend money on. Date night is getting $50, and this is actually just paying myself back because we did spend $50 on takeout recently that I ended up paying for. Archie and Winnie, our dogs, are getting $160, and this is their like typical budget. This is what I like to put in for them when I can, just to keep up with their grooming, food, daycare if Archie ends up going to daycare, and treats, toys if they need some. They typically don't need some because they have so many, but yeah, that's what this is for. They now have 1, 2, 250, 270, 280, 293, 5, 10, 15, 20. So $320. And this is like plenty, so I probably will put a little bit less next week. We're gonna put this to the side, and this will go into my wallet. Let's move on to our high priority sinking funds. Emergency this week is getting $75. This is a huge priority because my job is just not as stable as I thought it was, and so I always fear that I'm going to lose my job. I had gotten the news that I would lose it in April, but my contract will be renewed. I just don't know for how long. So I'm just preparing in case that I do eventually lose my job. So emergency now has 1, 2, 253, 350, 370, 390, 410, 430, 440, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80. So 480. My goal is to get to 1,000 by April. Medical is getting $30. This is for whatever my insurance doesn't cover, or like Tylenol, vitamins, stuff like that. Vet bills will be getting $5. There's nothing really upcoming for the dogs vet-wise. They now have 20, 25, 30 in their vet envelope. Home maintenance will be getting $205, $250, $150, $170, $190, $200, $205. Let me count this to make sure it's right. $150, $170, $190, $205. I'm paying myself back. I think I mentioned this in my last video, but we did refurnish our living room and our bedroom on a budget, and I am paying myself back for some of the latest expenses. Car maintenance is getting $10. I always put a minimum of 10 in here. Our next appointment is probably our tire change, so I'm just saving up for that. It now has 1, 20, 40, 60, 82, 10, 20, 30, 40, 45, 50, 55, so $255. Baby fund is just getting $5 today. It now has 1, 2, 3, 20, 30, 35, 40, 45, so $345. I'm slowly saving in this. We're not pregnant or anything. Subscriptions is getting $5. It now has 10, 15, 20, 25. My bills are slipping in my fingers really bad today. I'm not sure why. Debt will be getting $50. 20, 40, 50. My denominations aren't quite right because I had some cash from the Facebook Marketplace sales, and I didn't go to the bank to get like the right denomination from that amount. So debt now has 1, 2, 3, 354, 20, 40, 50, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95. So $495. There's something going back to the bank. I just forgot to deposit that, so I should probably do that actually. And going into our low priority sinking funds now. Vacation is getting $5 today. We've recently got invited to go like on a weekend trip with our friends. I'm going to the US with my sister and my mom soon. And my husband also realized that he has 2 golf trips this summer. I have a bachelorette that is out of town. Long story short, there's a lot going on this year, and we need more in vacation than what I'm putting in at the moment, but we're gonna worry about that later. So vacation now has 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. Entertainment is getting 15. It now has 10, 15, 20. This is for like concert tickets or shows, special shows, stuff like that. We do tend to go to a lot of shows. Christmas is getting 15 today. I think I'm gonna change this to a 20. So that's what we have in here. Just do a little swap because I just don't know if I have enough 10s and 5s for the other envelopes. Gifts is getting 5. We recently got 2 invitations to weddings this summer, plus my sister's wedding. So we have 3 weddings this year, which is not that much for some people, but for us, 3 weddings in a year is a lot. And that's like, I mean, it's like $100 per wedding that we're giving as a gift. So I do need to beef this up. I didn't think that I would spend a lot on gifts this year, but like I said, we got 2 invites in the mail that we just did not really expect, or forgot about, I guess. We knew that these people were engaged, but anyways, so gifts now has 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55. Long story short, you will see me stuffing more into gifts in the upcoming weeks for sure. My husband is getting 30. He now has 50, 70, 90, 110, 130, 140, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75. So 175. Dream Home is getting to $5. It now has 1, 2, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75. So 275. My sister's wedding is getting $5. It now has 5, 10, 15. Some of these envelopes are harder than others. Oh my gosh. Okay, let me struggle here for a minute. There we go. Miscellaneous is getting 10. 2 5s. And then the $40 we have left is for savings challenges. I'm actually gonna go ahead and just I'm gonna exchange one of these 20s for a 10 and 2 5s in one of my envelopes here, just because I want to have more flexibility when doing challenges. So we just did that in our vacation envelope. Okay, that's good. So we are going to place all this money for our challenges into our cash tray. We could count it first, I guess. So for our challenges, we have 20, 30, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65. 65 to play with today. Okay. I am going to add our coins to our coin jar. So we have quite a bit today, which I'm really happy about. And we're about halfway into our jar. Okay, and then our savings binder is right here. So the first one I'm gonna do right off the bat is, I'm just gonna move this a little bit more. The first one I'm gonna do off the bat is our legs challenge, because this one I wanna be consistent with, but we have done the one for January 20th to February 18th already, so we don't have to do our zodiac sign challenge this time around. So we are going to go to our legs challenge. So my last video, when I last checked, had 35 likes. So we are going to be stuffing $35 into this challenge. And I'm not counting this one until the end of the year, I think. I've decided. I don't know why, it just like doesn't feel right to count this one. So I'm just gonna accumulate, and we'll see. We'll see how much likes I had over the year. If you are watching this video and enjoying it, go press the like button so that we can stuff even more in here next time. And then again, I am going to skip Savopoly and Chutes and Ladders. I don't have a die with me anyway, and I'm just not able to do this right now. So what I think I'm going to end up doing is probably work on these challenges at the beginning of my binder, as well as the legs challenge. And then once I'm done at least one of these, then I will move on to these ones that are more like games, because that's just what we can do at the moment. So I think I'm gonna stuff into our $10 savings challenges first, because I haven't done this one at all. So let's do our 110 here. And yes, my markers are like really light. I do plan on changing them, but I haven't gone and bought some new ones yet. So for right now, they're really light. I don't know if you guys can actually see it, but I can. So for right now, we're dealing with that. Okay. And then I'm thinking I'm just gonna keep going with our $5 challenge because we have all 5s here. So we have 5, 10, 15, 20 to put into our $5 savings challenge. Let's just do that. So how much I say? We have 4 5s. So we're completing a row today, which is really exciting actually. Feels like we're actually like moving forward with our challenges, which is nice. That's not pretty at all, is it? I like messed that up somehow. Anyways, we're just gonna pretend I didn't do that and put the $5 in here. This one is obviously like we're keeping track, but I don't know how much this is. So we're just gonna keep going and we'll count it at the end of the year. Honestly, I think I will only count everything at the end of the year. I feel like it's just more exciting that way. I could maybe like if I finish them before the end of the year, I could count them at that point, but I don't know. I just kind of want to wait and see and like count everything at the end and see how much we saved in like an entire year, which is exciting to me. So that is all for today's video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it so much. Like I said, give it a like if you did like this video, and if you want to subscribe, definitely click that subscribe button, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.